The gamble was supposed to be a disaster. When a franchise decides to move on from a powerhouse, a generational force who dominated the field, the silence that follows usually signals the beginning of a long, dark rebuild. But something strange is happening in the heart of Pennsylvania. A new name is rising from the ashes of a departed superstar, and early reports are hinting at a transformation that could redefine the entire offense. The question isn't whether the team can survive the loss. It's whether they just discovered the missing piece to a championship puzzle nobody saw coming. Before we dive in, smash that subscribe button if you want the fastest NFL updates on the planet. The story begins with a gamble that sent shockwaves through the league. When the draft board started falling, the organization saw a window of opportunity that was closing fast. They watched as a prospect, a name that wasn't supposed to be available at that position, kept sliding down the rankings. It was a moment of pure, unadulterated tension in the war room. They realized that if they didn't move now, they might regret it for a decade. They pulled the trigger, traded up, and secured the player who would soon become the focal point of a massive offensive experiment. But why move on from greatness? Why trade away a cornerstone like the previous wide receiver star? It's the kind of decision that either cements a front office's legacy or burns it to the ground. Yet behind the scenes, a different narrative was unfolding. The team wasn't looking for a replacement. They were looking for a completely different kind of heartbeat. They wanted someone who could align with a new offensive vision, someone who wasn't just a playmaker, but a team-first warrior who thrived on the gritty, high-stakes battles in the middle of the field. But wait until you hear exactly how this rookie has been performing under the pressure of the professional stage, and why the coaches are already calling him a plug-and-play weapon. The rookie in question is a name that is quickly becoming synonymous with relentless work ethic. From the moment he stepped onto the practice fields during rookie minicamp and OTAs, the feedback from those watching on the sidelines has been nothing short of electric. This isn't just another draft pick trying to learn the playbook. This is a player who arrived with the poise of a veteran and the hunger of an underdog. The analytical breakdown of his college production speaks for itself. 79 receptions, over 1,100 yards, and double-digit touchdowns in a single season. But numbers on a stat sheet don't capture the intangible intensity he brings to the huddle. He possesses a rare, magnetic focus. In a league where ego often dictates the locker room culture, this newcomer has opted for something else entirely, a quiet, obsessive pursuit of mastery. He's already found a mentor in the team's top-tier wideout, shadowing his every move, learning the nuances of the professional game, and proving that he's there to elevate the group, not just highlight his own highlight reel. Who do you think will lead this team in receiving yards when the season finally kicks off? The established star or the surging rookie? Drop a name below. The scouting reports leading up to the draft painted a picture of a player who is quicker than fast. He isn't the type to win a foot race on the sideline, but he is the nightmare you face in the middle of the field. His route running is surgical. He doesn't just run. He misdirects, he manipulates, and he separates with an almost violent precision at the top of his breaks. However, the path to greatness is never a straight line. During the mandatory minicamp, a shadow was cast over his meteoric rise. A hamstring injury forced him to the sidelines, turning the excitement of his integration into a moment of pure anxiety for the organization. In a sport that demands perfection, even a small hiccup can derail a rookie's early development. The question now looms: can he recover fully, and will that mistime impact his readiness for the brutality of training camp? There's a fascinating comparison being made in league circles. Some see the physicality and the route-running savviness and point to other high-impact slot receivers who define their eras. He's being compared to the toughest, most resilient wideouts in the game today. Players who thrive on bully ball and are willing to sacrifice their body for the tough, contested catches that move the chains. The strategy the offensive staff is building is clear. They are moving away from a high-volume, single-target reliance. Instead, they're aiming for a committee-based approach, a web of threats designed to keep defenses off balance. The rookie is the primary mechanism for this new offensive engine. He's expected to operate primarily out of the slot, using his vision to find the soft spots in zone coverage and his toughness to fight through press coverage on the outside. It's easy to get caught up in the hype, but let's look at the cold, hard reality of what his first year might look like. If he hits his ceiling, the projections suggest he could see upward of 80 targets, hauling in 60-plus catches for nearly 800 yards. Those aren't just rookie numbers. Those are the numbers of an essential, reliable chain mover. But to achieve that, he has to master the chemistry with his quarterback, a signal caller who is also in the midst of navigating a major offensive shift. The chemistry between the two is already being tested. Throughout the spring, we saw glimpses of what's to come. The quick motions, the timing routes, the deep seam attacks that rely on the receiver's ability to find the ball in the air under pressure. He's already showing he can catch in traffic, snatching the ball out of the air when he's being draped by defenders. It's that competitive edge, that desire to win the combat catch, that has the staff so excited. But as the calendar turns toward the heat of August, the intensity is only going to ramp up. The expectations are astronomical. The fans are hungry for a resurgence, and the pressure on this rookie to step into a void left by a massive talent is suffocating. Does he have the mental fortitude to handle the Philadelphia spotlight? Can he turn the flashes of brilliance we saw in the spring into a consistent, game-changing performance when the lights go on in the fall? The foundation is there. The skill set is undeniable. And the opportunity, the chance to be the primary target in a high-octane offense, is staring him right in the face. But the NFL is a league of attrition. It will take more than just talent to survive the grind. It will take an unshakable belief that he belongs on the same stage as the giants of the game. As we look toward the start of training camp, the narrative surrounding this young player has shifted from draft prospect to key contributor. The early growing pains were expected, the injury was a hurdle, but the trajectory is pointing toward a breakout performance that could surprise the entire league. The story of the upcoming season isn't just about whether the team can win. It's about whether this rookie can emerge as the unexpected engine that powers the whole machine. We've seen the flashes, we've heard the praise from the reporters who were there every day, and now we wait for the moment of truth. One thing is certain. When he lines up for the first snap of the regular season, he won't be just another name on the roster. He will be the player everyone is watching, the focal point of a new era, and the potential answer to the most difficult question the franchise has faced in years. The stage is set, the eyes of the league are watching, and the clock is ticking. What happens next could change everything for the future of this offense. The only thing left to do is play the games.